yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Beat in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then taste it.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, I am the one and only DJ Storms, and my God, did you even expect me to come live right here on YouTube and Rumble and on X, of course? Did you even expect that I was going to do a live stream today? I don't think so. You know why? Because I like to keep it unpredictable. Ladies and gentlemen, it has certainly been a crazy summer, and I'll tell you this, the warm weather here in New Jersey does not want to stop whatsoever. I certainly am not complaining, because I'll tell you this, I personally do not like the winter, especially when it gets breezy and it's 40 degrees, maybe under 40 degrees outside, and it feels like you're inside a polar bear's asshole. But regardless of that, this is a very special return edition of the Lightning Flash Update, and we are on the road towards my third show ever, that being Battle in the Borough 2. I am, of course, your host for the Lightning Flash Update, Mr. Controversy himself, and the operator of the Best Damn X, formerly known as Twitter handle known to mankind. This is the official Lightning Flash Update for September 27, 2025. Man, I haven't done a Lightning Flash Update in months. I'm telling you, months. And I'll tell you this. When it comes down to it all, I may not do them very often, but when I do, you already know that it is going to be one hell of a stream. Like I said, we're on the road to Battle in the Borough 2. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. How you doing, man? Hey, go check out a big wrestling show going down on November 1st in Elmwood Park, New Jersey. I'm promoting left, right, and center here. We're live on YouTube, Rumble, and X right now. I'm telling you, it's going to be good. I got water, I got Sprite, I got everything you could ask for. Unbelievable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a couple of matches to talk about leading into Battle in the Borough. I actually just got done doing some 90s Wrestling Con karaoke. I'm live here from the Parsippany PAL in Parsippany, New Jersey. All the great 90s stars are out. We got Chavo Guerrero Jr. is actually over here. We also got Raven. We got the Headbangers, Mosh and Thrash. We also got Terry Runnels, referee Jimmy Corderas. Got a lot of 90s stars around here. But before we get into what we're going to talk about right now, how you doing, man? Before we get into what we're going to get into here, ladies and gentlemen, I need to remind each and every one of you, it's very important that you check me out on social media. Check me out on X and Instagram at HistoryMakerDJS. That is at HistoryMakerDJS, both on X and Instagram. And you can also check and all types of business inquiries. Please send me an email. My email is, of course, StormsTakeOver@gmail.com. Like the official DJ Storms business page, and I may just send you an invite to join the official DJ Storms Posse group on Facebook. If you would like to donate to the shows and the causes, you can Venmo me at DJ Storms, or you can Cashapp me, the DJ Storms, that is. And, of course, you can check me out on Rumble, which we are live on right now. We got the karaoke blasting in the background right now. Gotta love it over here at 90s Con, here in the Parsippany PAL. But, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you hit the like button, and please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Turn on the bell for all notifications, because that way you will know the first time that I pop up on YouTube, you will be notified because, as per usual, whenever I pop up on YouTube, you already know I haven't been live in a while, but it is the absolute best time to be on YouTube when I am live. Why? Because it is the only time that you will get to see this glorious sideburn chin strap combination, this beautiful mustache right here. And now we're going to be talking about the big event going down on November 1st. That is Battle in the Borough 2. Battle in the Borough 1 last year was great. Off the rails, outdid Battle in the Borough by every metric possible. And now we're doing Battle in the Borough 2. They say the sequel is never as good as the original. Well, you know what? I beg to differ. Now then, let's go through some matches. Now, the first match that I announced for Battle in the Borough 2 was a tag team match. A tag team match between the Greek god, Papa Don, and Rick Recon. They will be teaming up to take on the Silk City Kings. That is the team of Kenny Bengal and Big Dogzilla himself, Bulldog Pittman. Now, this match all started at Battle in the Borough last year. The build-up to this big fight started at Battle in the Borough last year. Because last year at Battle in the Borough, it was Kenny Bengal versus Rick Recon one-on-one. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Go check me out. Big wrestling show going down on November 1st. I think you'd like it. If you want a ticket, just let me know. I'm doing promotion left, right, and center over here, people. But anyway, with this match and the big lead up to this match started last year at Battle in the Borough on October 19th, 2024. It was Elmwood Park's first pro wrestling show in over 5.5 years. And we saw a lot of firsts. We saw the CCW World Heavyweight Championship defended in Elmwood Park, New Jersey for the first time ever when Papa Don successfully defended against Crowbar. We also saw the TCW Mob Fi TV American Championship defended on the show when Anthony Gangone successfully defended that title against Marcus Mathers. But we also saw a first-time ever singles match with Rick Recon and Kenny Bengal. How you doing, Captain? Capitan Refucho. I know it has been a long time, brother. Happy to see you. Super John Cena, Nick, thank you very much for stopping on by. I greatly appreciate you. But it was Bengal and Recon, one-on-one for the first time ever. We had the Greek Savage, which I will take care of. The Greek Savage, and of course, Sean Blaine on commentary. And in a shocking turn of events, it was Kenny Bengal that delivered a super kick that knocked out Rick Recon's lights permanently for the match to be over. And it was quite the sight. I certainly was not expecting that, seeing as Kenny Bengal has been heavily a tag team wrestler for a good portion of his career. Oh, look at this. Look at this fucking guy. We got the Greek Savage. Greek Savage has decided to join the chat right now. Let me tell you something, Savage. Let me tell you something right now. No matter what happens throughout this stream, no matter what you may type out, you could type out whatever the hell you want. At the end of the day, you're going to have to pay for your sins on November 1st. And believe me when I tell you, you are not prepared for what you have unleashed. But this match specifically, it was Kenny Bengal that walked out victorious against Rick Recon. Recon was completely caught off guard. Matter of fact, I didn't even know how badly it really was. I did not know how badly it was going to be. I did not know what it would really do to Rick Recon. And after several months, we had Off the Rails. And at Off the Rails, it was the Silk City Kings versus the Audacity for the TCW World Tag Team titles, the Titan Championship Wrestling World Tag Team titles. And in the end, we saw Rick Recon, who wasn't even booked on the show. He came out of nowhere. Swooped on in, and cost the Silk City Kings. It was shocking to me. I'm sure it was shocking to a lot of people. But in the end, it was a no DQ match. It was Tornado Tag Team rules, so it was no disqualification, no countouts. And in the end, it was completely legal. He cost Kenny Bengal and Bulldog Pittman the tag team titles, and now the Silk City Kings are looking for revenge. But Rick Recon didn't realize that when he cost the Silk City Kings, he wasn't just costing Kenny, he was costing Pittman too. So they threw out the challenge for this tag team match, and it was GGP who got the call from the heavy metal hitman himself. And it was GGP who will be teaming with Rick Recon on November 1st, Saturday, in Elmwood Park Memorial Middle School. Obviously, the meet and greet is at 6 p.m. The bell time's at 7 p.m. Hold on a minute. What do we got over here?
We're live.
Oh, yeah, we're live right now, baby. It's the son of a plumber, Dusty Rhodes. Look at this right here.
Baby, it's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. We're live and in color and public, if you will, at 90th Wrestling Con, baby. How's it going?
I am doing fantastic, baby. I see you were doing some karaoke before.
You know, listen, you can sing it pretty good. I didn't know you were a soul man, baby. Well, I'm a 287 pounds of blue-eyed soul, if you will. So we're both soul men. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig that, brother. I can dig that.
Well, what do you got? What's the next show you got going on? Tell the people.
It's a Battle in the Borough 2 going down on Saturday, November 1st in Elmwood Park Memorial Middle School. I was just talking about the first match that I announced for it. It's Rick Recon and the Greek God Papa Don taking on the Silk City Kings, that being Kenny Bangle and Bulldog Pittman, because Rick Recon cost the Silk City Kings the Titan Championship Wrestling World Tag Team titles back at Off the Rails in May. And I'll tell you this right now, when it comes down to it, Bangle and Pittman are not going to let that slide.
Listen, I'm a big fan of Rick Recon. He's a tough man, he's a tough individual, and everybody out there, listen, go support indie wrestling. Go to these indie shows, buy a ticket, bring the whole family. It's a lot of fun. I started out in Florida and Tampa. That's where the American Dream was born. Get out there, get to the shows, and support indie wrestling.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Thank you very much for the time. I see we got Dan Lehman over here. He's making sure that people know that the Stormsmeister's live and in living color at 90s Wrestling Con. Yeah, I just got to post for a few photos. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are having a good time. Just I got to take a little sip of my Sprite here. Definitely needed that. Let's talk about the next match we got going on. It is the Mat Mechanic, Eric Corvus, taking on none other than Marcus Mathers. Now, this right here, this is a match that I'm looking forward to, because this right here, this is continuing the trend of first-time ever matchups that we got going on in Elmwood Park, New Jersey, whenever there is a pro wrestling show. Eric Corvus, he has been in the business for 20 years, people. 20 years. And not once has he ever fought Marcus Mathers. This right here, this is big. And I'll tell you why this is big. Because Marcus Mathers, a few weeks after my show, I don't want to brag or anything, but Marcus Mathers did get WWE ID. Just saying. Now, this is a huge match for Eric Corvus, because if he can beat a WWE ID prospect, this could very well launch his career to new heights. Now, this is a classic battle, people. A classic battle of youth versus experience. So I'd love to hear predictions in the chat right now. Who's ever in the chat watching, please let me know, who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be Eric Corvus, or is it going to be Marcus Mathers? I'm telling you, you are not going to want to miss this match. Marcus Mathers, he's actually looking to get some redemption from last year. And I'll tell you why. It's because last year at Battle in the Borough 1, it was Marcus Mathers versus Anthony Gangone for the TCW Mob 5 TV American Championship. And unfortunately, Marcus Mathers did not walk out victorious that night. It was Anthony Gangone that locked in the mandible claw, and he put Marcus Mathers to sleep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's no better time for redemption for Marcus Mathers than on November 1st, 2025. Yo, if you can, I got to talk to my production crew here for a minute. If you can, let me, please get Total with Tom. I know Total with Tom's around here. Yeah, you see him? Yeah, Ray Calitri. Ray Calitri's right over there. I know the Shining Star would love to say a few words over here. How you doing, sir?
All right.
That right there, I believe, was Thrasher. That was Thrasher from the Headbangers. Some good stuff, man. Some really good stuff going on right now. Yeah, you excited? Super John Cena Nick. And yeah, you're right. It will be better than WrestlePalooza, and it will be better than Crown Jewel. That is for sure. That is for damn sure. But ladies and gentlemen, please leave your predictions. Leave your predictions in the comment section if you haven't already done so. We need to get some more people in here. That's what we need to do. We got about 10 people watching across all platforms. We need some more people in here. We need some more people. That's for sure. They're singing. They're still singing karaoke over there. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. They got Thrasher, who almost hit someone with a chair. Everything's going down here at 90s Wrestling Con, people. Everything. Moving on here. This was a match that was recently announced, and both women are really looking to make an example out of one another, if you will. And I am certainly not going to be getting involved in this match. Matter of fact, I don't even think I'm going to be on commentary for this match. I'm talking about these two full-fledged, intense, and focused female athletes. We're talking about straight out of Bricktown, New Jersey, Tiffany Grady, with, of course, the Greek Savage in her corner, taking on Puerto Rico's hottest female athlete, and that is Nera Robles. We got Bill Apter going there. We're live right now, Bill. We're live right now, Bill. You want to say a few things to the crowd right now? You just finished the song, man. Come over here. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a feeling this guy would take a spin on over here. We're live. We're live right now. You have time to sit down.
I love you, Snowball.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you did. He don't even have time to sit down, but he loves my blue snowball microphone. That guy's constantly working. He's been doing wrestling analytics for 52 years, that guy. Unbelievable. But anyway, getting back to women's wrestling here. Now, these two women are no strangers to one another. They've had a couple matches over the years, but I'll tell you this. The one thing that's going to make a difference here, at least what I think, and this right here is my advice to Nera Robles, beware of the Greek Savage. Beware of that sleazeball Greek Savage. Why? Because at the end of the day, that man will do anything, and I mean anything, to get him ahead and to get his clients ahead. After what he did back at Off the Rails with Tiffany Grady, and he helped her get the victory over Kate Thorne, that right there is all that you need to know that Savage will stop at nothing to make sure that he comes out with the W. It's quite disgusting if you ask me, because at the end of the day, Savage can't really do anything on his own. Savage always needs to leech off of someone else's success. But to him, you know, when Tiffany Grady wins, he wins. How you doing, people? What's up? Hey, yeah, check this wrestling event out going down on November 1st. It's Battle in the Borough. I'm live promoting it right now. Take one of these two if you want to. We got a big women's match going down with these two women. Now, these two women, I'll tell you this, they have both been on a roll. Nera Robles, she has been the Warriors of Wrestling Women's World Champion. She's been defending that championship all over the country. And then you got Tiffany Grady, who recently won the Victory Pro Wrestling Women's World Championship. And I am actually working in association with Victory Pro Wrestling. So thank you very much to all the associates over at Victory Pro Wrestling for doing what they do. And, of course, agreeing to partner with me for this monumentous occasion. But if you guys have any thoughts or opinions on who's going to come out victorious, who do you think is going to win this clash of styles here? This clash of women's wrestling styles between Nera Robles and Tiffany Grady. Will it be the Temptacious One? Or will it be the women who's been on the Ola Ola tour? We're talking about Nera Robles, of course. Tiffany Grady looking to go 2 for 2 in Elmwood Park after she beat Kate Thorne back at Off the Rails, which, by the way, I will have all of the footage from Off the Rails and Battle in the Borough 1 on the channel. It's actually currently on the channel right now. And in addition to that, please make sure that you keep an eye out for Battle in the Borough 2, which will be going live on November 1st across Rumble and YouTube. I do want to take some time now and thank some sponsors for the show. I do want to thank a couple sponsors here. I want to thank Elmwood Dental Professionals. Elmwood Dental Professionals, they are sponsoring Battle in the Borough for the second year in a row. Thank you very much to Dr. Daniel Eidman and all the people over at Elmwood Dental Professionals for being great sponsors for the DJ Storms brand and for Battle in the Borough. They are, without a shadow of a doubt, the premier dental brand here in Bergen County. In addition to that, I would also like to thank Blue 42 Bar and Grill. The owner, Giorgio, he is a fantastic guy. And Giorgio, he has been a big-time sponsor for the DJ Storms brand for all 3 shows. He sponsored Battle in the Borough 1, he sponsored Off the Rails, and he sponsored Battle in the Borough 2. So if you guys are looking for some fantastic, and I mean some fantastic Italian cuisine, hell, any type of cuisine, really, they got everything that you could ask for. Go take a spin on over to Blue 42 Bar and Grill and tell Giorgio that DJ Storms sent you. Moving on here, I'd like to talk about another match. I'd like to talk about a match that I most recently made official. I'm talking about the match between Zombie King, Junior Flow. He's been making some waves over at ECPW and Titan Championship Wrestling. He will be taking on El Tramposo, the leader of El Pacto Diabolico, that being Mateo Marcelos. And Mateo Marcelos, I'll tell you this, with what he's been doing with El Pacto Diabolico, I do not, and I mean I do not expect anything less from Mateo other than to bring his absolute A game. So you are not going to want to miss anything in regards to this match. Now, Zombie King, he's actually looking to make a name for himself because this is his first time here in Elmwood Park, New Jersey. He has never, ever wrestled in Elmwood Park, New Jersey before. So now here he is. However, Mateo was actually looking to redeem himself because just like Marcus Mathers from last year, Mateo Marcelos, Mateo, he lost to Bruno last year at Battle in the Borough 1. So now Mateo is looking to redeem himself after that loss last year. Can he do it is the question. Can he do it? Well, you guys are just going to have to come on down to Elmwood Park, New Jersey to find on out. You are not going to want to miss this match. This is a top-tier clash of the junior heavyweights. And Mateo, he's actually been making shockwaves over in Pro Wrestling Magic. He is currently out right now, currently out with an injury right now, but he is a former Pro Wrestling Magic junior heavyweight champion. He's held that championship since May. He's been out with an eye injury, so hopefully he'll be back in time for Battle in the Borough 2. We actually have a Pro Wrestling Magic show coming up on October 18th. That will be in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, at the Mecca. That is Shane's World. So if you guys are around Ridgefield Park on October 18th, please go and check out Shane's World over in Ridgefield Park. I already got people recording me over here, I'm telling you. Just too damn good. I'm DJ Storms over here. That's me. How you doing? And you better be able to check out Battle in the Borough live on November 1st. Everybody wants a piece of me, I'm telling you. When I say that everybody wants a piece of the Storms Meister, it's true, people. It's true. You know what? Let me break out the comb right here. I know you guys missed the comb. Yeah, I see Billy Wolf decided to join on in. How you doing, Billy? And yes, if you guys didn't already know, Billy Wolf, she was on commentary for Off the Rails back in May. She will be on the call. She will be on the call at Battle in the Borough too. So please make sure you guys go and get your tickets right now. So that way you'll be able to see Billy on commentary with me, of course. And we will be calling the Rick Recon Papa Don versus Silk City Kings match. Nice of you to stop by, Billy. But Billy, if you got a prediction on this match, we got Mateo and Zombie King Jr. Fly. How you doing, man? Nice kendo stick. Check out this wrestling show going down on November 1st. Look at this. Look how fucking glorious my hair is right now. I'm telling you. You're the best hair in the business and the best facial hair in the world. That's true. But I'll tell you this. As much as I love Zombie King Jr. Flow, I got to issue a warning to him right now. You must be wary of Mateo, because Mateo, he ain't afraid to cut corners. And above all else, Mateo, he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. So when it comes down to it all, you got to keep an extra eye on Mateo. You got to open that third eye and keep that third eye on El Tramposo himself. Take a sip of my water right here. And by the way, I also want to shout out, Mean Mark Donovan, because Mean Mark Donovan, he was the creator of the Battle in the Borough 2 poster. He's actually the creator of all of my posters, so please go and give Mean Mark Donovan some love. His social media is Slam Pigs Pod. I believe that is on X and Instagram. Go check him out. Take a look at how fucking great this is. Look at the barbed wire on this shit. It's unbelievable. We're rolling. We're coming up on a half hour live. Probably stay on for another half hour or so. I'll play you some promos. From a couple of people. We got plenty of good promos here. I know that Tony Cheney, he has been looking to get back on the channel. He's not here today, but maybe at some point I will be getting Tony Cheney back on this channel. Tony Cheney actually came on for the Off the Rails Lightning Flash update all the way back on, I believe it was May 10th, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was May 10th. Maybe it was May 5th. May like 5th or 4th, perhaps. But I remember that it was back in May, leading up to Off the Rails, and Tony Cheney and his partner decided to hop on the stream over here. How you doing, man? Go check out Big Pro Wrestling Show going down on November 1st. I think you'll like it. Elmwood Park, New Jersey. Yeah. If you want a ticket, come back to me. Let me know. Call that number. Got to promote, people. You got to promote. Hope you guys are having a good time right now. The warm weather is kicking over here. The warm weather is nice over here in the suburbs of New Jersey. I'm hoping it doesn't rain because it looks like it's getting a little bit cloudy out there. Maybe it's just my sunglasses because let me tell you something. The future is just so bright that I got to wear shades. But let's go to another match right here. Now, this one, I'm not sure how wise this match is, at least on the competitor's part, but we're going to talk about it anyway. I'm talking about Ox Adams. Ox Adams, he will be issuing an open challenge for the Savage Heavyweight Championship at Battle in the Borough, and I will make an announcement right here. This match will be kicking off the show. This match for the Savage Heavyweight Championship will be kicking off the show on Saturday, November 1st, 2025. This will be the opening match of Battle in the Borough 2. So if you guys want to see a championship match kick off the show, please make sure you come on down to Elmwood Park Memorial Middle School on Saturday, November 1st. Meet and greet at 6 p.m., bell time at 7. Now, This match specifically, this match was issued by Savage, and Ox Adams really had no problem with Savage making this decision for him. Not sure how wise that is, Greek Savage, to make a decision for a 350-pound, 7-foot-tall monster. But that's just me. That's just me. Regardless. Ox Adams will also be the team captain of Team Savage at Battle in the Borough 2 as well. Of course, the main event will be a 6-man elimination tag team match. Greek Savage, he has recruited Phil Insane and Ox Adams to his team. I have so graciously recruited none other than the freshly Trey Felipe and the perfect ratio Adonis Stone. We both have one teammate left to pick. And I'm definitely hoping that we will indeed have this match all filled out within the next week. It is incredibly important that we do. And I'll tell you this. Unfortunately, I did run into Greek Savage in New York last week. Hopefully no one ended up recording that footage, but I had a feeling that someone might. But either way, I took a trip to New York last week. A very nice trip to say the least. I certainly loved it. But regardless of that trip to New York, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section, who do you think is going to answer the open challenge of Ox Adams? I don't know. But I'll tell you this, they better be prepared. Or else it's not going to work out too well for them. I see a lot of people. There's a lot of people over here. It is packed over here. I'm telling you. A lot of wrestlers. I see we got Tatanka as well. He is fantastic. We got autographed pictures by Sabu. We got autographed pro wrestling figures as well. We got framed classic pics of the Ultimate Warrior. Man, look at that. Doesn't that just look beautiful? Look at that. I'm telling you, you got to love it over here at 90s Con. But this match will indeed be kicking off the show. Do not forget, get your tickets right now. Tickets are just $20 in advance. Just $20 in advance or $25 at the door. Do not miss Battle in the Borough 2. Let's see who else we got over here. Where is the what do we got over here? Trying to see. Where's Ray Calitri at? I mean, come on. Got to get him on the show, I'm telling you. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good time, as per usual. I don't go live very often. But I'm liking it. Maybe I might get back into it. Who knows? And no, I've been keeping track. I am telling you, what's been going on Raw and SmackDown. Let's take a little break here for a minute. What's been going on Raw and SmackDown? It has been extremely, extremely frustrating. I'm not even lying to you. It has been extremely frustrating, and I'm just looking for something of substance to watch on Raw and SmackDown. Dynamite's got some good wrestling, but I mean, like, there's not enough substance with what they're doing, which is kind of disappointing. They're selling fine, but I mean, can't necessarily tell you that I'm a fan. But regardless, I don't know what you guys think about Raw and SmackDown. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are just going to suck the cock of WWE because they moved to ESPN, and now they really they're really sports-like. Super John Cena Nick. WWE in 2025 has been a complete and utter disaster, including John Cena's retirement tour, which has also been a disaster. Yes, you are correct. It's quite frankly annoying. I really don't care for it, and it is exhausting. It is flat out exhausting to watch, and I would do anything that I possibly could to get this last year of our lives back, and we could redo John Cena's retirement tour. I see they're playing Cult of Personality in the background over there. Great. And CM Punk sucks. Take a sip of my Sprite, too. Let's actually talk about another match over here. We got the Audacity and Misery Inc. Hey, how you doing? Got a big wrestling show going down on November 1st down in Park, New Jersey. Go check it out. Making people aware of Battle in the Borough 2, people. We're live right now, and we're promoting left, right, and center, I'm telling you. But we got the Audacity and Misery Inc. Now, this match is a rather interesting one. I'll tell you why it's interesting. Troy Locke. Troy Locke was an individual that competed in the Savage Heavyweight title tournament back at Off the Rails. Now that right there was a big opportunity for Mr. Locke. Unfortunately, he did lose in the semifinal round. However, this time's a little different. This time, he's not going for a championship. This time, he is defending a championship. Why? Simply because of the fact that V. Daniel and Troy Locke will be putting the Real Shoot Wrestling World Tag Team titles on the line at Battle in the Borough 2, should they remain tag team champions up until that moment. And you know something? With the role that they've been on, and the fact that they've been a tag team for over a year now, I do believe that Misery Inc. does have a big advantage going into this match. Now, on the contrary, I will tell you this. The Audacity has indeed been on a roll as of lately. They recently just won the Colossal Championship Wrestling World Tag Team titles in Elmhurst, New York, last Saturday, the 20th. I was there, live in attendance when they did, and it was quite the sight, to say the least. I will say that. Now, they have been virtually belt collectors all year. The question is, will they be able to keep that up? Well, that remains to be seen, people. That remains to be seen. Now, the Audacity, they are the ones with the most experience here in Elmwood Park, New Jersey. They have competed at all three of my shows. They have competed at Battle in the Borough 1. They've competed at Off the Rails, and they have competed here at Battle in the Borough 2. They will be competing here at Battle in the Borough 2. And when I tell you that it is going to be one hell of a tag team match, I'm telling you, it will be one hell of a tag team match. You think that Misery Inc., I think we got our first prediction here. Super John Cena Nick says that Misery Inc. is going to win the tag team titles. Now, that is something that I like to see. I do think they will be retaining the tag team titles, and they will be winning this match for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, it has certainly been a great day here at 90s Con. I actually got a picture with Chavo Guerrero. He's a good guy. I see a couple of indie wrestlers as well. They actually got a show going down in Woodland Park. We got ISPW. They got some wrestling going down at Woodland Park Day. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what goes down there. Now then, I think it's about time that we hear some promos, why don't we? Let's go take a look at some promos right here. Now, as I've told you before, we already have 2 members confirmed for Team DJ Storms and 2 members confirmed for Team Savage. The first member that was confirmed for Team DJ Storms was none other than the freshly Trey Felipe. Why don't you hear these words from the freshly Trey Felipe?
Gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the freshest athlete in the game, the freshly Trey Felipe. November 1st, Elmwood Park, New Jersey. Battle of the Boroughs 2. Team Geek Savage versus Team DJ Storms. Geek Savage has collected a bunch of dudes on that side who collectively together, they have 3 brain cells. 2 of them are fighting for last place. 1 of them is cheering them on, and they all have no idea what's going on because Geek Savage couldn't lead a piece of to a toilet. Almost cursed there, right? Keep PG though. DJ's Storm, honestly, I don't even know who my partners are. But it doesn't matter because they have the fresh side in the game, so that means I'm going to help them bring it home. Ox Adams, you're the main concern because last time we were in the ring together, you showed me that you are big, you are strong, and you are an animal. But if I had to guess, I mean, you don't kind of remind me of an ox. You got to remind me of a female dog because anytime Geek Savage says jump, you jump, run, you run, bark, you bark. And I've heard you bark. Ox do not bark. But anyway, Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Battle of the Boroughs 2. Be there because the fresh stuff in the game will bring it home for you. And if you don't know by now, you don't familiar.
Trey Felipe, he is the team captain of Team DJ Storms, and I'm definitely looking forward to having him on my team. He has a bone to pick with Ox Adams after Ox Adams knocked him out of the first round of the Savage Heavyweight Championship Tournament. That's for sure. My second man on Team DJ Storms is none other than the perfect ratio, Adonis Stone. And Adonis Stone was not shy about sharing his thoughts on the Greek Savage. Take a listen to these words right here from the Loudies, Lionheart champion.
Family, come and take a walk with me. As a matter of fact, let's stand right here. Let me say something real quick. This business is about giving, not taking. It's about giving opportunities, giving the platform for us to showcase our talent. And DJ Storm, he embodies that. He gives opportunities and he gives a platform, which brings me to the Greek Savage. He takes that platform and he takes advantage of it. He does bare foolery with it. And I don't mess with guys like that. You understand what I'm saying? So DJ gave me the call and I answered with no hesitation. I'm coming to the battle in the Borough. I'm coming to make history. I don't care if I got to face Phil Insane. I don't care if I got to fight the 7-foot Ox Adams. One of them is going to get hit with the most fire finish in the game, the perfect ratio, and that's set in stone.
Adonis Stone is more motivated than ever as he teams with Trey Felipe at Battle in the Borough 2. But we got ourselves ISPW senior official right here, Mr. Pat Savino. How you doing, sir?
Doing okay, DJ. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. 90s Wrestling Con, you know what? I'm liking it over here in the Parsippany PAL. What do you think?
You know, it's a much more intimate venue than we've had in the past. Last year we're in Atlantic City, a couple of the 80s Wrestling Cons at the Menon Arena, which is huge. But I like the closeness of this. Everybody's a little bit closer together, easier to talk to people, easier to get around. I like it.
I'll tell you this. It's actually pretty crazy. I actually took a picture with Chavo Guerrero Jr. He's a very nice guy. But I got to ask you something right here. We got this big event going down on November 1st. It's called Battle in the Borough 2. And we got some big matches going down. I was recently just talking about the big 6-man elimination tag team match. But I want to get your thoughts on this match right here. Big-time tag team match right here as the heavy metal hitman Rick Recon teams with the Greek god Papa Don to take on the Silk City Kings, Bulldog Pittman, and Kenny Bangle. Who do you think has the advantage in this match and why?
Well, I know all 4 of these gentlemen. Rick Recon's been up and down the road with me. Greek god Papa Don, know him for many, many years. 4 very, very capable competitors right here. I got to give the edge, though, to the Silk City Kings. They've been a tag team for a lot longer. They have that chemistry together. When you're that close with somebody, you know what they're going to do. They know what you're going to do. I got to give the edge to SCK.
You know, I really think that they are more motivated than ever. And I'll tell you this, it was back at Off the Rails on May 31st. Silk City Kings had a match against the Audacity for the Titan Championship Wrestling World Tag Team titles. And who cost them that match? Who but Rick Recon. Why? Because Rick Recon has still not gotten over the loss from last year's Battle in the Borough when Kenny Bangle, in a first-time ever matchup, defeated him. It's unbelievable. It's like I don't even know the guy anymore. But I'll tell you this. This match promises to be a war right here. Let me ask you this. This is a classic battle of youth versus experience. Let me try and see if I can find this one right here. It is none other than the Matt Mechanic, Eric Corvus. He will be taking on Marcus Mathers, WWE ID prospect. And I'll tell you this, Corvus has been in the business for 20 years now, 20 plus years, if anything. Marcus Mathers, the guy is 24 years old. He is gifted beyond imagination. And it was actually 2 weeks after Battle in the Borough 1 that he got WWE ID'd. So let me ask you this. What would a victory over a WWE ID prospect like Marcus Mathers do for a guy like Eric Corvus?
Well, it's hard to say, really, but you said there's the classic battle here of age versus experience. You know, you look at these two, you got to give the speed edge to Marcus Mathers. You got to give just the veteran status that Eric Corvus has, the number of matches he's been in at this point, unbelievable ring awareness. This is a pickup. This really is a pickup. And, you know, for as long as Eric's been in the business, getting a victory over somebody like Marcus Mathers is just going to boost him up to that next level again. He maybe get ID'd himself. Who knows?
I could absolutely see that. And I'll tell you this, the sky's the limit for a guy like Marcus Mathers. Very, very humble kid. To be quite honest with you, I don't think he knows how good he is. It's unbelievable. But let me ask you a question about one more match before I let you go here. This is another big tag team match right here. I'm talking about Misery Inc. This is Troy Lock and V. Daniel defending the Real Shoot Wrestling World Tag Team titles straight out of West Virginia against Micah and Seth Cortez of the Audacity. Now, the Audacity have been on a roll. They recently just won the Colossal Championship Wrestling World Tag Team titles in Elmhurst, New York, just 1 week ago. I was live there for it. So I'll tell you this. Who do you think has the advantage in this match? Is it the Young Lions, who've only been a tag team for a year in Misery Inc., or the two brothers that have been winning championships in every single promotion that they step their feet into?
Well, I hate to sound like a broken record, but again, you got to give that edge to experience, especially when you have a true brother tag team. These guys have been growing up together. They know each other's ins and outs. They know their strengths. They know their weaknesses, and they're in each other's minds. There's no amount of chemistry that two guys can have. You're not going to beat a brother tag team like that. I got to give the edge to the Audacity.
It's going to be a very, very interesting clash, and my God, what would it do to the entire landscape of RSW if the Audacity were to win the tag team titles? But Mr. Pat Savino, it has been a pleasure having you on the show. Keep on doing your thing, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. See you in the ring, guys.
It's always nice to see Mr. Pat Savino stopping on by. Wait a minute. Who's this guy? Wait a minute. Looks like we got a nice little segue in here. I had a feeling I would find this guy lurking around somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the manager of the New Reality, recently fresh out of Wild West jail, thankfully. Those are not connected, sir. Those are not connected, sir.
I can't hear you.
They're not connected.
No.
Got the mic right here.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Close like this?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the manager of the New Reality. He is Toto with Tom. How you doing, brother?
I'd be doing a lot better if I wasn't in the PAL right now in Parsippany, the disgusting building that is run by one Nick Bronzino, who he and I have had it up. I've had it up to here with Nick. Were you at the last show when I had to arm wrestle him here in Parsippany?
Yes, I was.
Well, you know I came out on top, right?
Yes, via water spittage to the face.
Forget the water. The fact is, I got his arm down. Now he wants a rematch. So what type of rematch? I have no idea. But I'm here only because of 90s Wrestling Con. That's the only reason why I'm stepping foot into this building today. I wasn't in a good mood to begin with because last night I was in Lincoln Park and I was treated very rudely and unfairly, as was Eric Corvus and Rick Recon. Now, I understand the headbangers were there. Yeah, big deal. But the fans, they just don't get us.
I was certainly not shy of sharing his opinion, but I'm actually glad that you're here because both of your clients will be in action at Battle in the Borough 2 on November 1st in Elmwood Park, New Jersey. I recently was just talking to Mr. Pat Savino about these two matches. Let's talk about this match right here. Rick Recon has actually recruited the Greek god Papa Don to fight the Silk City Kings after Rick Recon cost the Silk City Kings the TCW World Tag Team titles back at Off the Rails in May. Let me ask you this. Has it been Rick that's been biting off more than he can chew, or
are the Silk City Kings at a major disadvantage going up against two guys like Papadon and Recon?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Papa Don, the CCC champion, Colossal champion. He's also been a mainstay in your promotion. I mean, without a doubt, I'm just tickled pink that he actually asked Rick to help him in this match. And I'm aware of the Silk City Kings. I've seen them. They've been around New Jersey. I've seen them in UWA. I've seen them all over ISPW. And Rick was one half of the tag team champions in ISPW, so he's no stranger to tag teaming. And no, the Silk City Kings definitely bit off more than they can chew.
So you're going up with Rick Recon and Papadon to win this match.
I said that, right?
Just making sure, man. Just making sure. Well, your other client, Eric Corvus, he's got a big match, a first-time ever matchup, if I do say so myself. A classic battle of youth versus experience. It is Eric Corvus taking on WWE ID prospect Marcus Mathers. First time ever here. And Marcus Mathers is looking to redeem himself from last year's battle in the Borough when he lost to Anthony Gangone. This is Corvus's debut in Elmwood Park. What can we expect from Eric Corvus here?
Well, I did speak with the Matt Mechanic, Eric Corvus. Luckily, it's the first one-on-one matchup. But Eric already was in the ring with Marcus just a week and a half ago. We were in New Providence, New Jersey for the Cannonball dedication show for Jeff Cannonball, who is struggling with ALS.
Prayers to him.
Yes, prayers to him. The show raised over $40,000 for him. And overall, I think we're over about $150,000 for him and his family. So it was a 6-man tag team match.
It was.
And at one point, Marcus Mathers and Eric Corvus got in the ring together. And you know what was very interesting about that?
What was that?
The crowd was rooting for Eric. They saw a man who's been in this business for 24 years. He's 41 years old, everyone. And he's been in this business for 24 years. He's wrestled over 1,600 matches. Marcus thought he was going to be cute by saying, I'm 22 years old. I'm a WWE ID. Guess what? It backfired. The fans were on the side of Eric, and Eric frustrated Marcus. You, my friend, can see that. It's airing on YouTube right now. So just to want the fans to understand, Eric is ready for this match November 1st.
I'm going to have to take a look at that. It looks like Eric Corvus, he is more than prepared for this match. Let me ask you something right here.
Wow, I look really good.
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell. It's a very nice shirt you got going on right there. Nice 80s shirt. Let me ask you one last question before we head on out of here.
Yeah.
This is another big match going down. This is a clash of the junior heavyweights. We're talking about pro wrestling magic mainstay Mateo Marcello's taking on a man who's been making shockwaves in ECPW and in TCW. I'm talking about Zombie King Junior Flow. Now, Mateo's been out with an eye injury recently. He's had it since July, but he's healing up very quickly. What do you think is going to happen when these two lock up for the first time ever at Battle in the Borough?
I know Mateo very well. I know for a fact that his eye is 100%, but he's not letting anyone know about it. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
You kind of let the cat out of the bag there. The great Toto Atom is speechless right now, people. Yeah, I think we can. I think I could throw up a promo for you right now because Papa Don actually has some words for his opponents, the Silk City Kings, at Battle in the Borough. Take a listen.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Greek God Papadon over here. And tonight at CCW, I retained the championship in CCW's largest, greatest main event in history. No different than what I did last year in New Jersey when I defended this championship against Crowbar, the timeless one, and I put his ass in timeout. And that's exactly why Rick Recon got on the phone and called GGP and says, I need a partner because I have these two punks, the Silk City Kings, that need to be taught a lesson in respect. Sevasmo. So, November 1st, New Jersey, Battle of the Boroughs 2. GGP does it again. Co-main event where GGP belongs. And myself and Rick Recon, we're gonna do what we always do, and that's teach these little leg-slapping greenhorn punks a lesson in respect. Because I am the Alpha, I am the Omega, and this sport of kings, professional wrestling, begins at Hinai. Getelloni ends with GGP. Opa!
The Greek god Papadon, not shy of confidence whatsoever. You got to give props to the Greek god Papadon. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, let's take a listen to one more promo here. And why don't we take a listen to what Misery Inc. had to say, because Misery Inc., they are full-fledged focused on retaining the titles over the Audacity. Take a listen.
Yo, wake up! You know what I just remembered? November 1st, we got a date with two twins. Brothers. The Audacity on these boys. You know, every night when I lean, I feel true love. And that's because I know Troy has my heart. The Audacity? They don't know what it's like to have somebody love them. Hey, wake up, baby, talk.
November 1st, we are putting these RSW Tag Team Championships on the line. The Audacity thinks that they could just step foot in any building and get any tag titles they want. Well, guess what? We are the kings of the Silver Age. We are the RSW Tag Team Champions. Yeah. And guess what? November 1st, it's gonna stay that way because we are Misery Inc.
Misery Inc., they are motivated as all hell to come out victorious at Battle in the Borough. But ladies and gentlemen, it has certainly been one fun stream. I certainly appreciate each and every single one of you for stopping on by. Even if it was just for a little bit, it has certainly been a fun time. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this edition, this very special edition of the Lightning Flash Update from 90s Wrestling Con. Thank you very much. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description. Venmo me, Cashapp me, email me. And of course, check out Battle in the Borough going down on November 1st, 2025. But before we get out of here, there's one very important question that I must answer, and I think you know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, who runs the IWC? It's quite obvious who runs the IWC. It's who but DJ motherfucking Storms. And don't you ever forget it.
Retribution! Oh yeah, we want retribution! Oh yeah, we want retribution! Oh yeah, we want retribution! Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred.